ask a man, Pastor, you get married? Yeah, man, I did everything. So I was just, I live my life, dog. I live my life, dog. And since Bernard's shut down, I'm good now. Look at y'all backsliding. Look. Let me explain to you what Bernard's was. Bernard's was a club that you do anything. They had 10-cent drinks, praise God, or 10-cent communion on Wednesday. Praise God. That club, you got everything, and they had a melody too. And you know it burnt down? And a fire station across the street. It burnt down a fire station across the street. That's all I'm saying. Fire station across the street.
Somebody had a plan that day.
What's up? It's a fire. They get on down there, they were like, Peoria. What?
Wait a minute.
Go ahead and go back to bed. I wish there would be my spot, Pastor. It'd still be there. There was a car wash in the parking lot, too. Somebody put it in the corner. Somebody put it on right. Put it on right. All right, stop laughing. Joke number one.
Oh man, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, start telling jokes now. I ate so much, my belly button looked like a cup holder. Have you just been so tired and you just know you just gained so much weight that you had to bend down twice to pick something up?
In Texas.
You know how you didn't go work out? Have you ever ran to the phone and they thought you was running somewhere? You was, hello? Where you running from? Over there. What's it? I mess around with my aunt baby. My baby has Alzheimer's. Is that how you say it? Alzheimer's. Oh, yeah. She has that. I diagnosed her, though. For real, I diagnosed her with it because she had ordered her some Texas sausage, like summer sausage. If you ever had Texas summer sausage, that's the best sausage ever in the whole wide, entire world universe. That is so world good. I'm talking about you can eat it by itself. You just put it in the skillet, put some cheese on it, and put it on a piece of bread. With Lord, I'm about to somebody. You got summer sausages back there, man. Summer sausages back there, Texas. You might want to invest in some. There's a 2-drink minimum in here because you will come in here. You ever heard of Bernard's? But this is how I was able to diagnose her because of the fact that, is that what I said? Diagnosed, did I say it right? I'm country. Even though I'm from Colorado, I'm country, but I diagnosed, how you say it? This is why I was able to tell what she had. This is how I was able to tell what she had because when I ate her summer sausage, she was at church. And she came home, and I had both of them. I took her last two. I was in there cooking them. She came in, I was eating them. She said, hey, baby. She had a little flower hat on with a little purse. She carried a purse like, I want to carry you. Hey, baby, how you doing? I said, baby, what you eating? Your summer sausage? She was like, my last 2 summer sausages. I said, yes, ma'am. She started hitting me with that purse that had the little metal bump on it. You ate my summer sausage! She cut me. For real. She cut me on my cheek and all that stuff. So then she walked away. So I was in the restroom putting some Neosporin on the cut. She came in and she said, "Ooh, baby, what happened to you?" I was like, "Baby, you just hit me with that. You hit me on the face. You cut me with your purse." She said, "Oh, I did." I said, "Yeah." She said, "Why'd I do that?" I said, "I ate your summer sausage." You ate! I got 2 whoopings. Summer sausage! What was I talking about? My financing? Is that what I said? Yeah. So my financing, let me tell y'all about that. This is when I was in Nextel. You might remember my financing from the parties, from the Christmas party. So, she was the devil. I'm playing.
Look, I'll throw that out there.
I'm serious. But let me tell you what happened. See, what happened was, what had happened, I was working at Nextel and, still doing comedy. Then I decided, I said, you know what? I think I'm funny enough to go somewhere and pursue my dream and go move to Atlanta. I said, I'm going to Atlanta because that was a hot spot for comedians. You know what I mean, to go to and everything. So I quit my job and went home to my financing. I told her I quit my job. I was like 24, 25, I was making like 52 at 20. That was pretty good, So I went home and told her, I said, "Baby, we're moving to Atlanta. I'm going to be somebody." We're going to move to Atlanta. And through turmoil, you really find out who your spouse really is. When things don't go smoothly, that's when I really figured out that she was a bird. She was one of those talking birds.
Do it all. I still heart you.
Parrots. She turned into a parrot. I said, "Baby, we moved to Atlanta. I quit my job. We gone." She's like, "What? Why you quit your job? Why you quit your job? Why you quit your job? Why? Probably don't want breakfast. Probably want shrimp. Probably want steak." I was like, "Girl, what is wrong with you? What happened to the finance? I fell in love with it." You know how y'all women do? Y'all want to get on the phone, start calling y'all friends. She's calling her other little bird friends. They birds too, dog. She get on the phone with her friend. "Why? Said you quit his job. Why? Said you quit his job. Why? Said you quit his job. Why? Said you quit his job. Why?" We gonna call her friend the rooster. Cause she on the phone like, "Why? What you gonna do? Why? Said you quit his job. What you gonna do?" Then on the phone got the duck. The duck come in. Why? And a girlfriend who always late, we gonna call her the owl. Who? Stop that. That was crazy. Who quit their job? Who? Oh, stupid. Like my body magic too tight. I don't know what body magic is. It's cool for women, but dudes, you gotta be secure in your manhood. My sister was like, "You should buy one of these body magics for me." I said, "What do you do?" I looked at it. You gotta pull it all right. This thing I put it on. And it'd be so funny, you be at church pastor, not even the dudes, the women be having it on. Y'all act like we don't know you got it on, but when you be talking to, who had that Prince Look at Jesus! You drop your money, Prince! Jesus had magic. That's my boy John. Y'all Y'all give it up for my boy John right there.
Yeah.
John is like my agent, my manager. We travel a lot, we go a lot of places. We went to a hood spot. They had the best food. Look at them laughing. We went to a hood spot. They had the best food. You know what I mean? The reason why I know it was hood because when we stopped for gas, people got gas lower than the pump number. Give me 3 on 4, give me 3 on 4. 2 on 3, 2. I said, oh, this is hood wine. When you get gas cheaper than the pump number, you in the hood place. So we seeing all the thuggery going around us, right? So we went and got some food. When we was leaving, we seen all these thugs and stuff. You know, me and John was talking tough in the car. You know what I mean? We like, remember somebody would come around here. This is what we do, dog. I'm thugged out. There was a lot of thugs. They don't know me, man. I hit hard. I don't play. John driving. That's right, dog. This is what we do. We from Denver. Like, Denver sound hard. Denver, dog. DC, Denver. Right. So we in the car. So then we was at a light, and then we saw another car. It was during the summertime, so the dudes had like the top down, and they was thugged out, had little white beaters on and all that stuff with the little t-shirts and had the whatever. And me and John looking over there, we like, wish they would try something, you know. So we had to rent them, and when we drove by, John was driving, and when we drove by, it went like this, and the side view mirrors hit each other. And when they hit each other, it made like a pow, and a light said pow. I was like, whoa. All of a sudden we started staring to the right. I'm like, John, he said, why they do that, dog? I said, what happened? They didn't have to shoot me, dog. They shot me. I'm like, dude, you ain't shot. The rearview mirror. He's like, I thought they shot me. I thought he was tough. He didn't do nothing to rip the pain. Oh, why they do that? So what happened to that third stuff he was talking? But you should have saw it too. We was talking stuff too, like we didn't care. We was like, whatever, we ready. What? We Tupac Biggie. Y'all don't want to see us. We ready to die right now. What? We get in the car, we put our seatbelt on like. Buckle up for the set. Buckle up. Stupid. That's it. And then all my women, all my sexy women make some noise. I'm trying to do this again. I see we got some people with low self-esteem. All my sexy women make some noise. All right. All my sexy women with money make some noise. All my sexy women with money and a house make some noise. All my sexy women with money, a house, and a car make some noise. Ooh, all my sexy women with money, a house, no kids, and no husband. Meet me at the front of the church. And you good, Pastor? Jesus told me you were supposed to be my wife. These phones are stupid. You ever call somebody, Pastor, and forget why you call, who you call? Like, hello. Oh, you ever call somebody and they got music and the music's better than the person you want to talk to?
Yeah. All day.
I'm the only one to do that?
All day.
Like, ooh, this is a song. Hello, hang up. Hello?
That's fine. That's fine.
Have you ever ran downstairs to get something? You go all the way down there and you forgot what you... Why we do this? No, good one we don't got no money. You ever ask the deacon for some money? Let me get a quarter. Oh. They hit that hand like, oh. Anybody went to a church where Jesus needed $5 more? What happened? I struck a nerve? I like going. One thing I do like though, going to some of the praying churches. Some of them brothers, boy, you don't know what them have. They be praying hard down south too. In the south, all they be behind the podium is praying. Come on, Jesus. God, you're the Alpha and the Omega, Jesus. You brought us from a mighty long way, God. Because, Jesus, I'm here on bending knee, Lord. I've never asked you for anything like I'm about to ask you for right now, God. God, I'm asking you, Lord. Can I get $2 on part 2, Lord? That's gas. I'm the only one running out of gas looking for cheaper gas. That's it. Anybody ever pay for gas for a whole bunch of change?
All day.
Like, how much? How much you there? What pump number I go to? They want to embarrass you while you pumping your gas. Stop at $1.08 on pump 7. I'm the only one who have one of them old school cars. Whereas front seat, the driver move up, everybody got to move up. Car never shut off. Sound like you got asthma. You ever jacked up a car that's so jacked up that you
That's
get
that
to a
Monarch
stoplight
right
or a
there.
stop sign, you
That's
got to put it
that
in
Monarch
neutral
right there.
and hit the gas on, shut off.
Look, good. Hey, where Gus at? Where Gus at?
Person next to you think you like the race, you like,
Yeah.
light turn green, you get the whip of that. Don't y'all be fooled. I mess around and bought one of them 3D TVs, praise God. It's nice. It's nice you put the glasses on. It's a sight to see.
Wow.
There's a movie you don't want to watch in 3D.
You know you did.
That's what's love got to do with it. I'm not talking about the bobbing and weaving you going through the whole movie. I'm talking about the part, you know the part where it was like, eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. And she put the cake, I got mad, I'm like, anime, eat the cake. And I go with 3D glass, I start vacuuming by my TV because I think the crumbs are eat the doggone cake! Messing up my flow. Damn. Oh my God. Have you ever been sick that you was throwing up so bad that your calf muscles hurt? You know, you're like, whoa! And you be asking for help. Whoa! Whoa! Help me! Ain't nobody in there. I'm the only one. Somebody! Whoa! Your calf muscles strong! That's when I jump for Jesus, you hit the ceiling. I don't have any kids, so I take my nieces and nephews out for like nieces, nephew day. We have our day. And one thing I do, I take her to Bath and Body Works, let her get her whatever she needs and stuff. But the one thing I like doing is let her play her music, since it's her day. So she get in the car, she play that rap music. Song's crazy nowadays. Y'all hear that? Waka, 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 yeah.
Look, the whole 4.5 minutes.
Waka, waka, waka. I was like, my God. I said, that's not no music. She's like, what do you mean, Uncle? She's 13. What you mean, Uncle? For real? I'm like, no, that's not music. We have music. No, really, Uncle? Really? I said, Name, do something. Because waka, 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 yeah, that ain't music to me. I said, name something that we had that you didn't understand. She said, really? I said, name it. She said, No, you don't know, that's the double dutch.
Look.
Double dutch. That's it, see? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Super slam.
Look.
Let me go there with y'all. I'm not. I ain't gonna mess with you, because I already know you gonna tear me up in that music. Like the lead singer of the Temptations, David Ruffin, you gonna tear me up. I saw you when you walked in, you was a pigeon toe, he was cool, he stopped after me.
Right.
Yeah.
I told John, I said, boy, that's what I want. You should have saw you when you cut the corner. When he walked in the door, you know how you have the corner? He did this. That's what I want to do, man. I want to be married, have fun, love your wife. You can be best friends with your wife. You know what I mean? You just have fun with your wife and just enjoy it. You know the things that she like. She like Twizzlers, bring her some Twizzlers. You know what I mean? Why y'all do doing stuff like football games? Why y'all do that?
Well,
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking, like, if you know your husband is really into something, and you want to find that particular time to talk to him. You know what I mean? The game is on. You come in. I have something to say. I was disturbed 3 weeks ago when you had to say it. That dude, look at the man trying not to laugh.